Hello and welcome to Dr. Ron Bishop's home of the State Hours, where today the Summit takes on the West Dawn Bulls. I'm Tom Rogers and I'll be calling the afternoon with Logan Scott. The Owls dropped their home opener to the West State Hours and bounced back by beating the two draws on the season. West Dawn is hungry to get into this ball. There should be an offensive competitive. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. While it was a 3-1 loss last time out for Keene, there were flashes of what the Owls are capable of. Alexis Skinner had the lone goal and second of the season. Skinner's first goal of the year came in the shutout victory last week against Hartford. The Owls' offensive potential has been on display early this season, being led by sophomore Riley Devine, leads her team with 3 goals. For West Dawn, it's been a tough start to the season. Senior Maya Crows has been scoring goals, but it hasn't been enough for the Wolves as they have yet to pick up a win. The Wolves will be likely looking to their senior pros for goal scoring while relying on freshman Grayson Regan to produce the net. Regan currently has 840 save percentage. We are now just moments away from this LEC matchup. With a win, Keene would have some serious momentum heading into the second half of a 4-game homestand. West Dawn hopes to deny the Owls of that momentum by getting their first win of the season.
You on my mind, I wanna have so you can't let the odds of the law get the best of me. I get the answer and you get the test of me. I see chicken, you is breast of me. Planted a seed, but it ain't a sesame. Can't let you.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had, and you can do the best.
New York, number 5, Sophia Onek. A sophomore defender from Thompson, Connecticut, number 7, Kaylee Taxon. A junior forward from Seymour, Connecticut, number 8, Susanna Imatovsky. A junior midfielder from East Hampton, Connecticut, number 11, Kyla Norton. A graduate defender from Kings Park, New York, number 12, Julia De Palma. A junior defender from Northfield, Connecticut, number 16, Ella Deemers. A sophomore midfielder from West Hempstead, New York, number 19, Emily Farrell. A sophomore midfielder from Seaford, New York, number 24, Casey Papp. A junior midfielder from New Milford, Connecticut, number 27, Adriana Alfano. And a senior midfielder from Bristol, Connecticut, number 29, Maya Crows. The Wolves are coached by Alex Harrison in his 8th season. He is assisted by Everton McCullough, Stephen Lopes, Zito Corte Real, and Ali Smith. And now the starting lineup for your Owls of Keene State College. A sophomore goalkeeper from Silver Spring, Maryland, number 00, Sonia Moritz. A freshman midfielder from Quaker Hill, Connecticut, number 4, Bryn Dickinson. A freshman defender from Washington Township, New Jersey, number 6, Claire Halligan. A sophomore midfielder from Salem, New Hampshire, number 8, Riley Devine. A senior defender from Goffstown, New Hampshire, number 9, Alexa Skinner. A senior defender from Andover, Massachusetts, number 10, Rachel Souza. A sophomore defender from Newington, Connecticut, number 11, Juliana Stolfi. A freshman midfielder from Sunapee, New Hampshire, number 14, Elizabeth Shuden. A senior midfielder from Nashua, New Hampshire, number 16, Ellie Capito. A sophomore midfielder from Weathersfield, Connecticut, number 17, Katie Hattie. And a sophomore defender from Colchester, Connecticut, number 18, Morgan Prate. The Owls are coached by Sarah Testo in her 3rd season. She is assisted by Ike McMillan and Jared Clements. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd ask you to please rise and remove your hats. The Keene State College Athletic Department would like to observe a moment of silence for Kelsey Mayer, a KSC student athlete on the women's soccer team who tragically passed away in the spring. Thank you. Please stay standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Which one's three? Sorry. Yeah, I think I got it.
Welcome back. We're just about ready to start action here from Dr. Ron Butcher Field. First LEC game for Keene State so far this year, and it's a big one to open up against Western Connecticut. It will be Western Connecticut that will start this game. Some pressure here early from Keene State. Ball played towards the middle of the field. Capico controls.
Shooter now plays it outside, looking for Hattie. Good move by Hattie, who plays one into the box, and
Well, nothing comes of that, but Shuden and Capico doing a great job to keep the ball on the other side of the field and get an opportunity with a shot on goal there.
definitely more of an aggressive start than what they had against Westfield State.
And when you're at home, you might as well start that way.
Exactly.
Get the crowd ready, you know.
Shooting a good turn, but the ball she tried to play forward, found nobody, and Regan will collect. Westcon plays it forward, Stolfi steps.
Couple attempts to clear it into the other zone for Westcon here. Ends up successful as it trails out of play.
That was Rachel Souza who just got rid of the ball. Now Westcon in the attacking third for the first time. Ball's played out wide. It's going to be Farrell who runs onto it, and she's going to be called for offside. So
Unsuccessful first pressure there for the Wolves. Great defense shown by Keene. Windy day here at Dr. Ron Butcher Field.
it's going to be Juliana Stolfi to take the free kick. Plays a ball down the sideline, and Copico couldn't hit it on, and Westcon's going to have a throw in. Farrell plays it in. Ball's cleared away by Rachel Souza.
Great awareness there by Souza.
Now Keene State will possess with Shuden. Dickinson back to Shuden. Good control, keeps it in. Now it's Bryn Dickinson.
Dickinson has a path here.
Tried to find Capico, just a step behind her. Now it's Halligan for Keene State. Trying to find Dickinson again. Clear's going to go to Stolfi. Good defensive play there by Farrell. It's going to be Keene State throwing.
Solid ball movement early here from the Owls on the offensive side of the ball. Love to see it.
Shuden had some space there, but just couldn't control the ball. Now it's cleared away. Hattie tries to keep it in and is unable to. Devine will control for a moment, and then it's dispossessed by Westcon. Ball played towards Dickinson. It's going to be cleared away by Farrell. Now it's Capico. Farrell again intercepting. Defensive play there by Morgan Prates. And Westcon will possess again. Coming down the far sideline. It's a great defensive play there. I believe that was Rachel Souza who made the play. Now here comes Westcon. Has it on her left foot, tried to play the run of Norton.
Moritz did a good job not losing focus of where that attack was coming.
hustle to keep it in. Now the long ball from De Palma is going to sail out of bounds for Keene State throw-in.
Keene's done a great job with possessing the ball today, having quite a solid amount of ball movement, keeping things in the Wolves side of the field.
Stolfi's pass is intercepted, and now Westcon has a chance on the near sideline. It's Norton. A good defensive effort there from Juliana Stolfi. Results in the first corner kick of the day in favor of Western Connecticut. It's going to be number 29, Maya Crows, to take for the Wolves.
Crows, the leading goal scorer for the Wolves.
Ball bounces around, and ultimately Moritz makes a great play on it.
Moritz kept her composure there, able to easily stop that one from heading in.
Ball's headed backwards. It's going to be Dickinson. Tries to run onto it, but Farrell beats her. Devine comes in. Aggressive, no call. And now it's Souza for Keene State. Dispossessed.
Here's a breakaway.
And she's going to be offside. Just offside. I believe that was Susanna Imatovsky, who was caught maybe a step or two offside. She thought she had a breakaway. The free kick after the offsides call is going to sail straight out of bounds for a Wolves goal kick. Ball's played short. Alfano trying to find the run of the left back on the outside, and she can't keep it in. It's good hustle there by Farrell. Ball's played in, trying to find Copico. Now Stolfi gets it back. Westcom will be awarded with a throw-in. Farrell. The whistles.
Yep.
Found two balls on the field, so the ref whistled for a stoppage. Farrell. Imatovsky. Tries to play it out wide. Great defensive play.
It was a great pass from Ivatolsky, but even better read there from, I believe that was Alexis Skinner with the block.
Here's Imatovsky again. Goes by Copico. She's going to win the foul. Dangerous spot for a free kick here for Western Connecticut.
The Owls were swarming her before the whistle, so good break here for the Wolves to get a real opportunity.
It's going to be De Palma standing over this free kick. De Palma plays the ball towards the back post. And a good effort, but she's going to be offsides.
Yeah, the right idea there. Teammate sailing in on the right corner, but Moritz right where she needs to be to stop that one.
That was Maya Crows who was caught offsides. Dickinson trying to control. It's going to be Keene State's throwing. Shooting. With some space in front of her. Elects to play it back to Stolfi.
Unfortunately, that pass went past Shooten there, but somehow Keene is able to send it right back into the Wolves' territory.
Devine trying to get on the end of the ball from Skinner. Good hustle, but it's going to be a goal kick for Western Connecticut.
Great hustle there, putting the pressure on the Wolves. Devine is the leading goal scorer here for this women's soccer team. 3 goals on the season so far. Once again, putting the pressure on.
Pico plays the short ball to Shooten. Shooten plays it back for Skinner. Skinner tries to play one into the box. It's going to have too much on it.
Skinner was looking in the direction of the freshman Bryn Dickinson, who has been all over the ball to start today. You can tell she wants a goal.
Regan's goal kick will find the feet of her teammates for now, and Capico steals it away immediately.
Great job there by Capico to keep things on the Wolves side of the field.
Ball's going to be cleared up the field by De Palma. Halligan trying to find Hattie on the wing. Pass is going to be intercepted, and now Western Connecticut have it going the other way. Imatovsky going against Prates on her left foot. It's going to shoot one wide.
Well, some great jukes there by Imatovsky, but ultimately her shot sails wide left. Moritz not having to do much with that one. But the Wolves gradually showing some solid ball movement themselves, as Keene has had a fair amount of possession time here, but things are drawn a little more even as we go along, and they figure each other out.
Moritz, decent touch from Capico. She's going to lose it.
Capico does such a great job intercepting passes.
Now it's Riley Devine. Plays one back to Capico. Capico trying to look out wide for Hattie. Hattie's going to let it run.
I bet the wind didn't help that one.
No, it did not.
Quite gusty over here at Dr. Ron Butcher today.
Good double team there from Keene State. But can't win back possession as Skinner's ball is going to go out of bounds. Groves gets rid of it up the field and straight out of bounds.
Keene continues to dominate possession time here.
Skinner tries to win it back, but it's going to be Alfano that gets the best of her. Now the Wolves pushing forward, but again are going to be caught off sides. This time it's number 11, Kyla Norton.
Stolfi recognized that right away, put her hand up.
Couple of chances here early for Westcon, but have all been called back for offsides, it seems like.
Yeah, an unfortunate break for the Wolves a couple different times here as we remain even.
Capico controls. Capico will let one fire.
No problem there for Regan.
Excuse me, that was Shooten who decided to let that one go.
Yep.
Skinner will head that one out of bounds.
That's as close as it goes.
Pico clears it away for Keene State. Shooting controls for the Owls. Tries to play it to Capico. Ball's going to be too much. Skinner tried to play the 1-2 with Souza. Now Souza intercepts. Rose.
Wolves finally able to make it past the Owls midfield there. And some
Rose
good ball
with it.
movement.
Good block. That was Alexa Skinner who got in the way of that ball. That was going to be played. Now good defensive play in the midfield. Capico trying to find the run of Dickinson. She does. Bryn Dickinson down the right wing for Keene State. Trying to play one in and is going to win the corner kick. The first for the Owls this afternoon. It's going to be Juliana Stolfi to take the first quarter kick. Stolfi's ball into the box is a good one towards the back post. It's going to go all the way through and out of bounds on the other side of the field. Skinner, great touch. Has some space in front of her. Will look to shoot one and just wide.
Great idea there from Skinner. She's been very active all day. Finally gets an attempt in there, but just a little too far.
And it seems like whenever she has space, even if it's from 25, 30 yards out, she's always looking for goal.
She's also been disrupting at the midfield all day for the Wolves, creating turnovers.
Devine almost able to get on the end of that one. Onek turns it over. Dickinson fires one at Shooting's feet. She can't control, and whistle's going to go against Claire Halligan. Westcon takes it quick. Good defense from the Owls, and Moritz will pick that one up safely.
Moritz gets this one about midfield, where the Owls have been dominant at generating turnovers, but this time, Wolves don't successfully get it over. Stolfi with it now. Gets it to Capico.
It's going to be Keene State's throw-in. Stolfi looking for an option. He's going to try to find Dickinson. Now it's to Palma. We'll let one rip. Good touch from Ivatovsky. Now tries to play one down the left wing. Prates is going to clear it away.
Prates just sends that one out of play. Didn't like the pressure that was getting put on there.
Farrell to throw in. Ball's played in the box. Good header away. Westcon still possesses and will win the corner kick. Again, it'll be Maya Crows to take it.
The senior is looking for her third goal of the season. Won't have it here.
Good clearance at the front post. It's Farrell. We'll look to throw this one in. Good defense again by Keene State. Farrell's ball into the box. A dangerous one, headed initially by Capico and now cleared away by Prates.
Capico's height used to her advantage that time.
Here comes Shooting. Trying to find Devine. A good ball for Devine to run onto. Devine in the right corner. Gonna play one to Dickinson. One time into the box. Nobody's home for Keene State. Cleared as far as Halligan. Halligan will have one with the left foot and can't find the target.
Claire Halligan right where she needed to be, patient, waiting for it to come her way, and after some misfires from her own team, rebound sets her up with a shot, but ultimately sails left of the goal.
And that counter all started with a great move from Elizabeth Shuden. She turned and then cut with her left foot and then had miles of space ahead of her and played a great ball to Riley Devine. Throw in for WestCon. Going to be played down the line, looking for Crows. It's going to roll out of bounds, but WestCon will keep possession. Ball's played in. And cleared away by Keene State.
Good read there on defense.
Played short and deflected out of bounds, and the Owls will have a throw-in of their own. Shooting. Capico able to get a
Capico
foot in there.
continues to disrupt at the midfield, but finally the Wolves send it back towards Moritz, who will get a chance to clear one out for her team.
Moritz's drop kick will be headed by Shuden. Now Capico. Capico
Capico with an impressive pass there as she was falling to the ground.
Hattie tried to get on the end of it, but ultimately it's WestCon who possesses. Now we'll have a throw-in. Ball's played down, and a good defensive play again by, this time, Alexis Skinner. Or excuse me, Rachel Souza was in there. Poke away. Now Keene State will possess with Shuden. Halligan, good skill. Gets rid of it and cleared away by De Palma. And here comes WestCon now with a breakaway. Great save by Moritz. Rebound, WestCon blocked.
Great composure from Moritz there. Finally a breakaway where they weren't called offside. The Wolves had a real opportunity. Moritz shuts it down. This time Keene has possession.
Hattie able to win it for Keene State to Shuden. Shuden over to Claire Halligan. Halligan will play one into the box. And kind of an interesting bounce there, but Regan handles it just fine.
Just over 20 to go to here at Dr. Ron Butcher Field. It's still a draw or a tie game here between the Owls and Wolves.
Stolfi clears away. Devine able to chest it down to Katie Hattie. Skinner out towards midfield. Tries to play the ball to Dickinson. She does. Stolfi on the ground trying to find Capico. Now it's Claire Halligan. Lofts the ball to Hattie. Great pass from her. Ooh, but just too much. We'll see some substitutions from both squads. It's going to be 5 for Keene State, 1 for Western Connecticut. The 1 for WestCon is going to be number 2, Hannah Daly. And for Keene State, it's going to be number 12, Katie Mullen. Number 20, Isabella Moran. Number 35, Marissa McCarney. And number 27, Emily O'Connell. It's going to be Hattie Hattie Souza Capico and one other to take a seat for Keene State. Excuse me, number 3, Jocelyn Tyler also comes into the game for Keene State.
Tyler was an effective goal scorer later into the season for the Owls last year. They're hoping to see some of that again today, as it's still a 0-0 game. Plenty of time to play.
Great defensive play by Stolfi. Farrell will throw it in to try to find Ivatovsky, but again, Stolfi's there.
Stolfi's defensive awareness, huge key to Keene's success on that side of the ball.
Skinner clears, shooting.
Looking freshman to freshman, but unsuccessful.
Stolfi again.
Stolfi just bodying the other number 11, which is Kyla Norton.
Palma trying to control against shooting. A lot of contact, and Keene State's going to win the whistle. Foul's going to go against De Palma. And shooting really not afraid to get aggressive in the midfield.
Yeah, De Palma a bit too aggressive there, ultimately leading to Keene State getting this opportunity.
Shooting tried to control the free kick from Stolfi. Unable to, but now it's Alexa Skinner on the other side of the field. Tried to play the run of Moran, but it's going to go out of bounds. Kind of a tough spot to have a throw in if you're the Wolves. Could be a Westcon throw-in. Ivatovsky. Good play here from Westcon. As they look to attack. Ball's going to be played into the box, but Moritz is there.
Yeah, Moritz was ready to shut that down, sprinting out a goal.
Skinner looks forward. Tries to play a ball for Jocelyn Tyler to run onto. She almost does. De Palma's going to get it for Westcon. Skinner to O'Connell. They're going to say she was out of bounds, and it's going to be a Keene State throw-in. Skinner plays a looping ball. Shooting, trying to control it. It's Crows who does. Stolfi able to intercept the ball. The call's going to be a handball against Alexis Skinner, who disagrees. But regardless, Western Connecticut will have a free kick. De Palma plays a low, stinging ball. And again, Stolfi clears. Tyler trying to pick out a pass with one on her back. Now it's played down the far sideline. Here comes Westcon. Cuts back, plays it with the left foot. And Katie Mullins there to clear.
For one of the few times today, Skinner was juked out, and luckily the insurance was there.
Tough break for Jocelyn Tyler. She thought she kept that ball in, had some support in the midfield and a lot of space, but Westcom will possess instead. Dimitrowski now for Westcon, tries to play it across to Crows. Crows' shots, Moritz saves.
Moritz diving for that one, great job.
There have been some dangerous balls that have been played forward for Westcon that Dimitrowski's been able to run onto when she's on offside. She's always a threat to score. Dickinson now down the right wing for Keene. Plays it across. Tyler plays it back to McCartney, who will let one rip and a bit high and a bit wide from Melissa McCartney.
Unfortunate for the Owls there. Jocelyn Tyler set up a great soft touch for McCartney, who just put too much on it.
And again for the Owls is number 24, Kendall Healy, as well as number 26, Christina Sanders. It's going to be Shooten and Dickinson that take a seat, the two freshmen. Good pressure from Healy immediately. Now we'll see a substitution for Western Connecticut. It's going to be number 6, Olivia Godsaftis. She will check in for number 11, Kyla Norton. Ball is played in. Rose trying to get on the end of it. Said it's Katie Mullen for Keene State.
Mullen, great job not letting that go out of the goal lines.
Dimitrowski able to win a free kick for Western Connecticut.
I think they were calling Healy there.
Sorry?
Are they calling Healy there?
What was that?
They're probably stiff on her.
I thought it was.
It's going to be Maya Crows to stand over. Crows will play one in right to Moritz, who's able to collect.
Moritz, solid defense there. That'll be your third of the day.
Stolfi to Sanders. Stolfi tries to get on the end of the ball, but she cannot. Now it's Prates that'll play one forward. Farrell's going to let it run for De Palma. Good control from Farrell. Able to make a move upfield. McCarney. Got a Kendall Healy.
Impressive job by Keene State keeping this ball in play.
Not Safetis. Trying to play one across to Crows. It's going to be Skinner that's there. And now Crows finds herself in on goal. And a great play again by Sonia Moritz.
Moritz with a little slide tackle there to shut that down. Impressive.
Moritz again, another 1v1 where she came up big. Could be 2-0 for Westcott if it wasn't for her 2 saves. Rose tries to run on the end of the pass, and she does. Now down the right side for Westcott, and a great defensive play there by Katie Mullen. Now it's Jocelyn Tyler. Trying to find some space up down the left side. She does. And she's got a bit of speed. Bit of contact and no call from the referee there.
Yeah, it looked like Tyler was wrapped up a little bit. Had some momentum, but that kind of shut it all down.
Stolfi. The ball to Sanders. And a great defensive play by Farrell, who's going to win the goal kick for the Wolves. Coming up on 8 minutes left to play in this first half. Substitution here for Keene State's going to be number 5, Grace Abbott. We'll be replacing number 26, Christina Sanders. Abbott gets a touch immediately. Now she'll be played in. Abbott will look to play one across. Regan fumbles initially, and then she dives on it. And if you're Keene State, there's got to be somebody in the vicinity of the box there. Kind of a dangerous area for Regan to lose control of the ball, and no Keene State attacker was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, fortunate, like you said, nobody from Keene was right where they needed to be that time, as Regan did fumble that save, but ultimately dove on top of it. Skinner. Healy tries to get on the end of it. She's unable to. Now it's Daly on the far side for Westcott. Tyler, unable to control, cleared away by De Palma. Ivatovsky near midfield. Plays one, trying to find Daly. A good defensive effort from Katie Mullen. And a good one too. Moran to Tyler. Tyler tries to play it across to Abbott. Abbott keeps it in. Can she pick out a pass? Plays it back to Stolfi. Stolfi will play it into the box. It's a good ball. And Tyler could not head it towards net, but a good attack there from Keene State. A couple of missed opportunities there from the Owls, but showing their offensive perseverance as they continue to attack.
Western Connecticut substitution will be number 20, Mackenzie Sam, and she will replace number 29, Maya Crows. Westcott possesses near midfield. But safe displays it into Imatovsky. Good play by Prates. Ball's going to sail towards the net, and a great save by Moritz. Again, Sonia Moritz is having a great game in between the sticks for Keene State.
I mean, she's up to 4 saves now. A couple of them quite athletic.
It's going to be Hannah Daly to take the quarter kick. Ball's played in. Headed away initially. Daly again with the left foot. Headed away. And Moritz will be able to collect that deflection. Moran able to play it back, and Skinner's just going to clear. Excuse me, that was Mullen.
Who's playing on the turf?
Umatovsky, the full head of steam, has caught Safetis on her left. Looking for any bit of space. Keene State crowding. Now she plays it to Safetis, who is onside, excuse me. Plays it across. Cleared away. Farrell tries to play one back in with the left foot. All alone. Could not get the shot off, and now the next shot is blocked. Huge opportunity missed for Western Connecticut.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Wolves there. They had drawn a lot of attention away from Kostastis and nearly was able to put one in there as Avery Amalfitano comes in for Alexis Skinner. Just 2 to go here in this first half.
Haley plays it back for Prates. Prates. Good ball to Abbott. Abbott's going to run onto it. Abbott tries to drive goal line, keeps it in. Now plays it to Healy. Healy.
Big collision there. Both up quick, luckily.
It's going the other way. Foul's going to go against Kendall Healy.
I don't like this ref.
Palma tries to play it short. Farrell will run onto it. Now Farrell tries to play one forward. Imatovsky, she's got some speed. Gets on the end of it.
She beats Prates.
Imatovsky didn't get enough on it. And Moritz again, a huge save for Keene State late in the first half.
Moritz provides some serious insurance there. Prates was beaten.
1 minute remaining.
And it was a one-on-one with the goalie. But luckily Moritz stops that one.
Great play there defensively by Katie Mullen. Ball's played across. Ibatovsky gets on the end of it, but she's going to get called for offsides. Abbott. Healy. Imatovsky.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And
2, 1.
Tyler will be the last one to possess in the first half. The score after one, it's going to be WestCon 0, Keene State 0. Make sure to join us back in about 15 minutes for second half action.
So when I ask students, why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Our campus can get pretty quiet during the summer when most students are home, but that doesn't mean it's completely empty. Students are working and learning here year-round. There's tour guides and student workers like me, and students are interning all over the Monadnock region. Many of our majors require hands-on learning, and our students are working as reporters, videographers, environmental advocates, and scientific researchers to gain experience. Here's a look at what's happening right here in our city this summer.
I remember writing in the second grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment. I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
I pledge.
I pledged.
I pledged. I pledged.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall.
There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the student center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Redfern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to start second half action. The score remains scoreless. For Keene State, Tom, what have you seen? What are some storylines for Keene?
Well, they've done a great job at disrupting play around the midfield and keeping the ball on the Wolves' side and getting some attempts, but ultimately they're not getting the best defense on Wolves' breakaways, as the Wolves have 5 shots on goal to Keene's 1, but Moritz has been outstanding doing in goal, quite a few athletic saves. Been an impressive effort from her so far. If Keene can just keep the ball movement as solid as it's been so far, they could break away here.
Yeah, and I definitely want to just second that. Moritz has been excellent here this afternoon. Multiple one-on-one saves, which as a goalie are both frightening and almost impossible to do, and she has, I believe, 3 of them. So
yeah, that's been the most impressive part so far. Without her, this could be a very different game right now.
Exactly. And what have you seen from Western Connecticut?
WestCon has had some unfortunate breaks where it looks like they're about to get a one-on-one, as you were saying, but a few of those one-on-ones were called offsides. Overall, though, maybe being a little more aggressive when they're in their own territory and Keene's pressuring is about the only thing that they could add to make this game any different. But overall, it's been a fairly even set I've seen.
Yeah, and for me, if I'm the WestCon coach, I'm going to try to play the ball more to Imatovsky. She's had a couple of times where, again, she's been offsides, but when she gets the ball and she has space, she can use her speed, and even in tight spaces, she can use kind of her body to be aggressive and keep possession for Western Connecticut.
So yeah, I like what I've seen out of Imatovsky, as well as Crows. Crows, the leading goal scorer. She's had a few get away and sail past the goal, but just some unfortunate breaks for the Wolves. Have this one at a draw right now, but like we've said, it could be very different. But Keene with the home field advantage, hopefully they can get something going here in the second half.
Here we go. It's going to be Claire Halligan to play it to Skinner, who's going to try to find the run of Dickinson on the right wing, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Stolfi, great job to use her body and let that one roll out of bounds and win the free throw in for Keene State. Capico, fancy touch there, shooting, tries to get on the end of it, cannot, and now Westcom will, Claire Halligan able to draw the foul against Western Connecticut. I thought for sure it was going to go against Claire Halligan, but instead it's going to be Alexis Skinner to take this free kick near midfield. Skinner plays it in, try to find Capico. Capico and De Palma go up for it, and eventually Regan gets on the end of it.
Nothing comes there, but Skinner with the right idea. Great pass into Capico, using her height to her advantage with a header, but Regan able to shut things down as she sails this one to the other side of the field.
Imatovsky unable to get to the ball as it rolls out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to stay Western Connecticut ball. Immediately into Imatovsky. Looping ball. And it's going to be offsides. It's going to be Maya Crows who's going to be called for it. Skinner. Dickinson chests down. Stolfi plays it to Shootin. Now to Capico. Capico's going to go down, no call. And it's cleared out of bounds.
Capico got a little banged up on that play, but she's back up on her feet now. Rugged player.
Shootin's cross is going to hit the side of the net. It's going to be goal kick for the Wolves. Taken short. De Palma. With Devine on her back. No whistle, and Keene State will possess. Now the whistle comes, and Katie Hattie's able to draw the foul. A great spot if you're Keene State to have a free kick.
No surprise, they're going to have Alexis Skinner set this one up.
Skinner having a talk with the referee about where to drop the ball for the free kick.
The senior has been on active all day offensively and defensively. She sets this kick up.
Ball's played towards, and it's into the back of the net. Alexis Skinner puts it in off the free kick, and Keene State finds themselves with an advantage.
Great job by Alexis Skinner there.
Hell's goal scored by number 9, Alexis Skinner.
And it's quite the goal for Skinner, and great placement off the free kick.
Skinner has been shutting the Wolves down defensively, and now she has put the game in her hands by adding a score here, making it 1-0 for the Owls.
What a great goal there. Stolfi will clear out of bounds.
Is this wind so bad because of the storm that's coming, or am I just making that up?
The storm has gone by us.
Oh, really?
This is wind from the storm.
Oh, okay.
If the storm was 100 miles closer, we would have gotten
Halligan. Plays it to Dickinson. Loose ball won by Keene State. Now back to Bryn Dickinson, who has a lot of space coming into the box. Plays it across, decent ball. Devine couldn't get on the end of it. It's Capico. Capico plays one towards the box, and Regan will collect.
Yeah, lasered that one from Capico.
Regan's drop kick sails towards Skinner.
Skinner was looking for a call there.
There, Halligan. Good ball to Capico. Capico on the one time. Devine tries to get there, and a good shield by De Palma. Good touch. Here comes Westcom. Ball's played forward for Crows. Too much on it. Alfano. A good touch, the turn, but the pass just unable to find the intended target.
And that's exactly who they want to get the ball to for the Wolves is Crows, their leading goal scorer, but ultimately nothing coming of it.
Dickinson. She has some speed down the right wing. Dickinson plays it in. Headed up in the air. Blocked and cleared away.
That was a great head out of the way, keeping Regan from having to do any saving there.
Comes Western Connecticut on the counterattack. Imatowski working against Katie Mullen. On the far side of the field, she gets it on her right foot. Has some space, elects to shoot, and it's over the net. Good effort there from Susanna Imatowski.
Things getting a little dicey for the for one of the many times now for Moritz.
Crows. Plays it back in. Alfano gets on the end of it. Alfano's going to get taken down. Whistle comes. And I believe it's going to be a free kick just outside of the box. But if you're Western Connecticut, you're going to like the spot either way. Rose plays it in. Headed in. Can't find the frame from within the 6-yard box.
That was exactly what the Wolves wanted to do, just not the execution.
Oh, excuse me. It was cleared away. A great defensive effort by Keene State. Now it's a corner kick. I think all of us thought that it was headed by a Western Connecticut player, but it was not. Now they still have possession. They're not going to win another free kick, I believe. We're getting a stoppage.
What's going on with the mic?
Sound system here. But it's funny, if you watch, anytime you watch the game on TV, it's like you can hear, it sounds like a high school stadium, like speaker system. Oakland A's.
And we will be right back on the Owls Media Network. Owls 1, Wolves 0.
Claire.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
And we are back. Good to see Emily Farrell able to get up on her own power and walk towards her bench. Now we're ready for Western Connecticut's free kick from a dangerous area, and they're attacking third.
Well, luckily if you're out on the field in your Keene State, you're thinking to yourself, Moritz has been our insurance policy all game. Let's hope she can continue to be.
It's gotten really windy here. Could play a factor in this free kick for Western Connecticut.
I was going to say, we're feeling it up in the booth, so I'm sure down on the field it's quite a bit different.
Do you want me to stay here or like start at the kick? Which one? Which option? Just stay here.
Crows puts it into the box. A decent ball, but it goes all the way through. Elected to keep it low, maybe because of the wind there. Pico. Now with it, plays it to shooting. Out wide for Stolfi. Dickinson back to Stolfi, intercepted. This ball won by Rachel Souza. To Pico, tries to play one forward. It's intercepted by the Wolves defense. Taxon tries to play a ball through for Imatovsky to run onto, and she's going to be called yet again for offsides.
Five shots on goal today for the Wolves, but could be a few more if it weren't for some offside calls.
Skinner. A few substitutions here for Keene State. It's going to be number 2, Kinsey Donegan. Number 3, Jocelyn Tyler. And number 18, Morgan Prates. Donegan touches down to Halligan. Couldn't get the touch she wanted on the ball. Now Alfano trying to run onto the ball, and she's going to fall. No whistle from the referee.
Seemingly no contact.
Now Taxon will play a ball in and out of bounds for a goal kick. Seemed like Adriana Alfano was going to be able to run onto the ball that was played through. But instead, goal kick for Keene State. Halligan. Touch was too heavy. Moritz will collect. Rose tries to play it across. Stolfi gets in front of the original pass. Her clearance is going to go out of bounds for a corner kick in favor of Western Connecticut. We're going to see our first card of the game. It's going to go against Western Connecticut head coach Alex Harrison. After talking to between player and coach, we're going to get a restart. Rose plays it in short. Imatovsky into the box. Good shield and clearance from Keene State. Tyler applying the pressure. Wins it for Keene State. Tries to play shooting forward.
Unfortunate there for Jocelyn Tyler, who just sent us through pass too far.
It looked like shooting stopped her run. Maybe trying to get on the other side of the defender to create kind of the 2-on-1, but unfortunate for Keene State. Crows. Great help from Souza, who's able to win it for the Owls. Shooting. Caxton gets in the way of it. Cleared away and out of bounds. Ball from Shooting had some zip on it. Skinner. Cleared away. Prates has some trouble with it. Ivatovsky now. Another breakaway. Ivatovsky off the side netting and out of bounds. Another one-on-one break. And Western Connecticut could not take advantage of it.
Ivatovsky is due for one at this point. Some good attempts and some unfortunate calls have led for her to have no goals today, but she's been just about the most active offensive player for these Wolves.
Great job there from Dickinson, able to win a throw-in. Now we'll see a substitution. It's going to be number 27, Emily O'Connell. She will be replacing number 16, Elizabeth Copico. Tyler able to win the loose ball. Plays one forward. This is Shooting. Now Tyler again. Shooting to Claire Halligan. Halligan. Back to Shooting. Shooting dispossessed. Ball's played out wide and Rachel Souza is there defensively for Keene State.
Did their bench just...
Imatovsky goes by Prates. Imatovsky into the box. Imatovsky plays it across. Norton shots! And again, the Western Connecticut offense struggling to find the net.
Maritz, who has been solid all day, was lucky that time that the execution from the Wolves just wasn't there, because that was just about their best opportunity, and they blew it.
A bit of confusion.
What is happening right now?
But Moritz will take the goal kick now. Crows. Maya Crows plays one into the box. It's a decent looking ball. Good header away by Morgan Prates. Donegan, decent move. Plays it forward with the left foot. Tyler trying to run onto it. De Palma able to work with her center back partner. That was Casey Papp.
Yeah, Tyler did her best to win that 1-on-2 mismatch, but...
And here comes Kyla Norton for Western Connecticut. Tries to make the move to the left, and again it's Moritz in the way.
Well, it might have been 1-on-1, but the hesitation might have just cost the Wolves a goal there, as Moritz has an impressive diving effort and shuts down Norton.
That's 2 in a row for Kyla Norton. Missed opportunities. That happened from Prates. Bit of a misplay from Morgan Prates. Didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. And then she ended up taking a fall. It was just Norton and Moritz. Stolfi clears out of bounds.
Now, we've played just over 15 here in this second half, but even though it's 1-0 Owls, you would think it could be a very different score.
Crows hits the side netting.
Moritz has just not been able to catch a break this half, having to be very active in goal. Wolves pressuring greatly, just not capitalizing.
Couple substitutions for Keene State. going to be number 5, Grace Abbott, as well as number 12, Katie Mullen. Morgan Prates and Bryn Dickinson will take a seat for the Owls. Taxon's ball. Skinner able to win the throw-in. Still in a tough spot, though, so far down the field.
Now it's going to get chipped.
Now Keene will have a free kick after the whistle. Skinner plays the ball forward just over the head of Shooten. Casey Papp thinks it. Shooten tried to keep it in and was unable to. Alfano keeps it in. Imatovsky. And a good defensive play there from Claire Halligan.
Great work from here, Keene.
On the counterattack. Great ball with the left foot out wide. Abbott wins the corner.
Keene with some solid defense that turned into some solid offense. Great ball movement.
It's going to be Juliana Stolfi to take the corner kick. Coming up on 25 minutes remaining in the second half. Keene State wants a second goal to give them a bit of a cushion here. Played in. Papp had some trouble with it. O'Connell couldn't get a shot off. Now Norton has it. Imatovsky trying to work through a couple of Keene State defenders. And now the whistle comes against Juliana Stolfi.
Yeah, you could see Matovsky looking for the whistle that time. This time she gets it.
It'll be Julia De Palma that'll stand over it. Plays it in towards the middle of the box. It was Onek that was left alone, but she couldn't put it on frame. Now we'll see number 16, Elizabeth Copico, back into the game, and she'll replace number 14, Elizabeth Shooten. Donegan's header finds Alfano. Scruff for it, and Rachel Souza able to win it for Keene State.
Souza, great footwork there, getting the ball away from the Wolves.
A yellow card against Western Connecticut.
Guys loving the yellow cards today, huh?
Skinner plays one in towards the middle of the box. Headed up in the air. Capico tries to get under it. Falls to the ground, and foul against Keene State. Golden opportunity there to make this game 2-0 for the Owls.
Especially with Skinner setting it up, who had the first goal.
Deflected off Skinner and out of bounds. Corey Wolves throwing. Now Imatovsky able to win. The free kick for Western Connecticut. Foul's going to go against number 10, Rachel Souza. Rose plays it in. Headed up in the air. Imatovsky brings it down. Loses it, and Stolfi clears away. Corner kick for Westcon.
Wolves really need to catch a break this time.
Ball's played in, and it doesn't even come in bounds. Goal kick for Keene State. Who's going to make a substitution? It's number 26, Christina Sanders. Number 2, Kinsey Donegan will take a seat. Ritz headed along by O'Connell. Another header from O'Connell finds Jocelyn Tyler. Good defensive play from De Palma, who plays it forward now. Norton tries to get on the end of it, but it's going to be too much. Pico able to control. De Palma plays the ball forward, and Moritz is going to watch it go out of bounds.
Well, after some impressive offensive attacks from the Wolves, Keene's starting to dial it together here. 20 to go with a 1-0 lead.
Substitution for Keene State's going to be number 4, Bryn Dickinson. She was going to replace number 10, Rachel Souza. Throw-in. Imatovsky tries to hit one on the volley. And a good defensive play from the Owls. Throw into Imatovsky. She's going to be taken down just outside of the box again, and Western Connecticut will have a free kick.
Imatovsky is an offensive presence for sure, able to draw a number of fouls because she's just such a threat to score.
Ball's played in, headed towards the back post. Taxon's there. Good rotation from Keene State's defense.
You can sense the urgency to clear this one.
Here we go now on the counterattack. Jocelyn Tyler had a step or two, but De Palma makes a great play, and now Keene State's bench wants the foul.
Coach Testo really wanted to see a whistle called there.
O'Connell. To Pico. Good play by Taxon. Claire Halligan plays it outside. To the middle, Tyler. Good run by Halligan, now gets it back. Halligan trying to play one to the back post. Sanders is there, unable to finish the opportunity. However, she was called for offsides. I love the run from Claire Halligan there. She played it to the outside and then ran towards the corner flag. It was able to receive the ball from Jocelyn Tyler in a great position. Mullen clears it up, kept in bounds, and now O'Connell has it for Keene. Connell, plenty of space now, plays one down the right wing. Regan picks up the deflection. Regan's drop kick comes off the head of Skinner. Imatovsky now has it at her feet. Plays it out wide for Norton. Norton's ball in towards Imatovsky. Can't control it. Now has it. Now out wide, Alfano with some space, shoots. Can't find it. Now some substitutions for both teams. For Keene State, it's going to be number 22, Allison Yansky. She will replace number 6, Claire Halligan. And for Western Connecticut, it's going to be number 2, Hannah Daly. Tyler can't find the run of Capico. De Palma plays it forward. And it's Norton who gets on the end of it. Norton unable to capitalize. I thought she might have been offsides there on the far side of the field. Ref thought otherwise. Nonetheless, a great play defensively from Keene State. Throw-in comes in. Alfano can't control it. Out of bounds for a goal kick.
Keene showing great defensive awareness in their own zone late into this game with a 1-0 lead. Their offense has been looking good, but if they can't get another, they're going to have to rely on both Marissa's impressive goalkeeping and their defensive prowess.
Switching up positions today.
The Owls' substitution is going to be number 14, Elizabeth Shuden. She's going to replace number 3, Jocelyn Tyler. Dickinson almost kept it in. Onek lets it run. Now takes the touch. Finds Alfano in the middle. Alfano with some space. Shoots. Too wide and too high from Adriana Alfano.
There's definitely a sense of urgency here from the Wolves. 14 to go.
Ball's played short. Now it's Taxon for West Con. Foul's going to go against Christina Sanders. Sanders again is going to get the whistle called on her.
A couple plays in a row there from Sanders that were a bit physical.
It's going to be Crows to stand over it. Most of West Con in the box. The ball's a bit short. Now dinks it over and almost puts it on frame just over the crossbar. That was number 2, Hannah Daly. Another Keene State substitution is going to be number 24, Kendall Healy. She'll replace number 26, Christina Sanders. Daly to Imatovsky. Imatovsky, good ball in. Norton's going to be called offsides yet again. Keene State will have a throw-in.
Be aware. Pull her back. Pull her back if you need to. Okay, not too much. Not yet. Now.
Can't keep the ball in play. Approaching 12 minutes left in this game. Dickinson plays it forward. Capico can't find Shooting. Now Shooting collects the loose ball. Foul's going to go against number 2, Hannah Daly. And she'll be showing the yellow card.
Yeah, tripped up that time. Unfortunate for the Wolves, who had some serious offensive momentum as of late. It's just that the execution has not been there.
3 total cards this game.
Skinner plays it forward. Pap clears. Imatovsky trying to beat Mullen. Plays it forward for Crows. Crows will have some space now. Shoots one right at Moritz.
Crows has been in that position a few times tonight and just not been able to capitalize. It's been the story all game for the Wolves. But obviously, credit to Sonia Moritz, who's been fantastic in goal today.
Pico beats one, plays it forward, Shooting. Trying to run onto it. Casey Papp collects and will clear. Shooting. Plays it to O'Connell. O'Connell, great ball with the left foot. Headed away. Skinner, back to O'Connell. Probably going to play one in again. She does. The ball with the left foot, and again for Keene State, nobody's there. Skinner short to Healy. Healy tried to go back to Skinner, but it's intercepted. And Katie Mullen tries to play it back to Moritz. Misplayed, but she's able to run it down. Good play there from Katie Mullen to recover. Norton, great move. Plays one in with the left foot. Cleared by Yansky. Stolfi. Deflection will go out of bounds for a corner kick. Katie Mullen seems a bit shaken up after that play.
Is it her quad again?
Mullen able to walk off on her own power. She will be replaced by number 10, Rachel Souza. For WestCon, also making a substitution, it's going to be number 20, Mackenzie Sam. We Hannah Daly to take for WestCon. And again, she can't keep it in bounds, and Keene State will have a goal kick.
Yeah, one of a number of times those shots have sailed well over the goal. This time, I don't think the wind played any part in that. It's toned down a bit here, so.
Where it's headed. Imatovsky able to keep possession through a few owls. She's got some space now. Good help from Kapiko. Imatovsky tracks it down.
Come, Jill.
Plays it to Sam. Sam back to Pap. Now it's Hannah Daly in the midfield. Daly by Kopiko. Trying to play one to the outside to Crows. Keene State intercepts. Taxon again trying to find Crows. She does this time. Alfano, great run and a great touch. Has some space in front of her. Touch was too much and a great defensive effort there from who but Juliana Stolfi, who's had an excellent game for Keene State today.
Yeah, if it weren't for Moritz and, of course, Juliana Stolfi that time, things are looking differently in these final few minutes. It would be Keene in desperation mode.
It's just easier for me because I know their faces.
Yep.
Skinner plays the ball in, trying to find shooting. Healy back to Souza. Now it's Yansky. Plays it outside the brim, Dickinson.
Keene's done a great job all day at redirecting the ball.
Abbott tried to play one in. It was deflected away by the defense of Western Connecticut, but now it'll be an Owl throw-in. Shooted. Tries to keep it in. She does. Ball's played in and cleared away. As far as Kapiko. Kapiko puts one in with the left foot, and Reagan had trouble with it, but she's able to collect. Approaching 6 minutes left in this game, and Crows is going to get called for the foul there.
Not what the Wolves want.
Skinner plays one forward towards the left side. Reagan will collect the deflected ball. Great high IQ play there by Alexis Skinner, who lets the ball run out of bounds. O'Connell. Double team, loses possession. Daly. Good play by Juliana Stolfi again. Ball's played in quickly. It's going to roll all the way out of bounds for a goal kick. We'll see Ella Deemers back into the game. She'll replace Hannah Daly. Deemers now with it. Plays it to Sam. Mackenzie Sam trying to find Imatovsky. She does. Into the box. Now double teamed. Tumbles. And it's cleared away.
Keene did a great job keeping that clean there. Keeping the clock moving.
Oh, Imatovsky on it again. Into the box for West Con. Ball's deflected. Loose ball, and it's into the back of the net. The shot was deflected and got some air under it, and then bounced into the net for Western Connecticut, who catches a bit of a break there.
Well, that might be a terrible break for Keene State. They got to keep themselves focused here. There's 4 minutes for themselves.
I believe it was from number 11, Kyla Norton. Not completely sure about that, but if it was, she missed out on a couple opportunities earlier in the game, and now able to even this one up with just over 4 minutes left. Huge momentum-wise for Western Connecticut, who it seems were just one goal away from getting what they need to tie this game.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Moritz, especially who'd been near perfect all night.
We'll see if either one of these teams can find a winner here late. Umatovsky beats shooting. Tries to play it forward to Norton. Cleared away by Dickinson. Taxon keeps it in. No, she doesn't. It's going to be Keene State throwing. A lot more energy in this game now that it's tied. It'll be Riley Devine trying to run on the end of the ball. That was played by Skinner, but she could not shoot it. Deflects out of bounds. Under 3 minutes in this game now. Healy. Played forward by Deemers. Trying to find the run of Crows. Headed a couple of times by Souza.
Crows with a great redirect there to keep things in the Wolves' possession with these final 2 minutes here.
O'Connell tries to play one forward. De Palma's there. Wow, great play by Stolfi. Souza. Left foot to O'Connell. O'Connell going to try to play the run of Devine. Devine, a step or two on De Palma. Keene State's got to get people forward here. Devine running out of room, tries to play one, and Regan will pick it up. Under 2 minutes now. Westcon trying to come the other way. It's Kyla Norton again. She's got speed. Kyla Norton.
She's also got Crows alone on the right of her there. That could have gotten really dicey.
It's too big of a touch in the end for Norton.
90 seconds to play here.
Healy, short to Devine. Devine tries to play the run of O'Connell. The pressure from O'Connell. So it's Alfano. Crows. Deflected ball.
And a huge collision.
Stolfi came across there. And intention was the ball, got a lot of the body, and now she'll be shown a yellow card. That will be Alfano that is down.
And we will be back on the Owls Media Network after this break.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned.
Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Back on the Owls Media Network, as it is a tie game now with just 1 minute and 5 seconds to play between WestCon and Keene State.
It'll be Maya Crows who will take the free kick just outside of the 18-yard box. Just about everybody for the Wolves is in the box.
Looking for her third goal of the season, possibly a game winner even.
Groves plays it in. A good-looking ball. Great header away by Rachel Souza.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
And another foul against Keene State. This time Copico. Ball's played quickly, and Souza was Stolfi was ready for it. Now we're going to get another whistle. Another foul against Stolfi. Crows stands over.
He needs a quick turnover here and a clearance.
Here it comes, and it's over the net. Crows went for goal there, but just couldn't get it on target.
This likely the last attempt here for Keene.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it. The final score, Keene State's Women's Soccer's first LEC game of the year is Western Connecticut 1, Keene State 1. Make sure to join us back in a couple of minutes for an interview with Coach Sarah Testo.
Our campus can get pretty quiet during the summer when most students are home, but that doesn't mean it's completely empty. Students are working and learning here year-round. There's tour guides and student workers like me, and students are interning all over the Monadnock region. Many of our majors require hands-on learning, and our students are working as reporters, videographers, environmental advocates, and scientific researchers to gain experience. Here's a look at what's happening right here in our city this summer.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief. in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season. The confetti is going to fall.
There she goes, and she's got it. How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it.
An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
The thing about my sport I enjoy the most is honestly probably the friendships you make, and also just I've been playing that sport for my whole life, so just being able to do that as at the college level is pretty exciting. Favorite thing to watch on Netflix? Probably New Girl. It's a pretty good show. A professional athlete I admire in my sport most? I'd probably say Alex Morgan, just because I've always grown up watching her. She's just very good. One thing my coach always says at practice is, honestly, Sarah probably focuses most on hard work and intensity, so just always making sure everyone's working their hardest. My favorite app on my phone is, I'd probably have to say, just Instagram maybe, like just social media. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't think so. I feel like, yeah, I don't. My craziest teammate is, I'd probably have to say Rachel. She's pretty funny, brings a lot of humor to the team. Favorite sport to play other than mine? I mean, I grew up playing basketball, so I'd probably say basketball. What is the best meal you've had at the Dining Commons? I like stir fry a lot, so whenever the stir fry station's open, that's pretty good. My dream job is, honestly, probably an interior designer. I've always been into design, so yeah.
And we are on the Owls Media Network post-game with Coach Testo. Ultimately, it was a 1-1 tie here against WestConn, but I think that the score tells a different story. How do you feel about the result ultimately?
Yeah, I mean, we have had a hard time over the years, getting a winning result from this team, so a tie is definitely heading in the right direction for us. 5 minutes away from beating them, but we're getting there, so I'm happy moving on to the next game, but would have loved to win.
And your goalkeeper, Sonia Moritz, was fantastic today. How did you feel about her performance?
Yeah, she made some big saves for us. She did a good job. This is a confidence booster for her too, and for the team.
And you got another home game against Worcester State coming up. What are your expectations going into that one after, even though this was a tie, it felt like ultimately a momentum builder for the team?
Yeah, definitely a momentum builder. Worcester, another good team. But I don't. All the games we play are good teams at this point. So just gaining confidence and gaining momentum and maybe playing a little bit better. We played hard today, but I think we didn't necessarily play our best soccer. So I think that there's better soccer for us to play for sure.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Coach Testo.
You're welcome.
And we will be back on the Owls Media Network after this.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
And once again, your final score today, 1-1 between Keene and WestConn. Coming up are 2 straight home games for the Owls, Worcester State on the 20th at 6:30 and EastConn State at 1 p.m. on the 23rd. To get any more information on the Owls athletics, visit KeeneOwls.com. And have a great weekend.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.